Apostle Chinyere, Wike, and many other stuff we're going to discuss in this video. But let me start with Wike. Then I'm going to move a little bit to Apostle Chinyere, who was accused of impregnating one of his church member. But Wike first. Wike is the new minister of FCT, good and fine, and he has been making all sorts of promises and threats about demolition. Everybody is panicking in FCT. See, Wike don't come when one demolish, this one at second arrow 5. Well, I've said it before. Abuja is a mini Nigeria. Every Nigerian in every state, at least they have 1 or 2 persons in Abuja or not more. And we have the Abuja indigenous people as well. The Gwari people, they are still here as well. I saw the list of some places that will be demolished in Abuja. They added a lot of places. Okay, I laugh. It's not as if demolition is not possible. And I saw a lot of comments again on Wike. Well, he's not saying anything wrong. When he said cows must go, it's not wrong. Cows must stop roaming about in the city, it's not wrong. We have seen cows roaming about in Federal Secretariat before, close to Federal Secretariat. Is it right to see cows roaming about like that? It's wrong. Then he also said illegal structure will go down. Illegal structure will go down. Building an illegal structure that is disrupting the progress of a state, is it wrong or right? It's wrong. It's wrong. But the comments I am saying is that Wike is too proud, making all sorts of threats and all those kind of stuff. You know, we Nigerians, we do not like the truth. We do not see see it at the way it is. We love petting. We love smooching. We love romancing it. We do not like the truth. Although it talks bluntly, it talks bluntly, but it's saying the truth. He never said that it's going to destroy legal structure. He never said that it's going to stop all cows from coming to Abuja. No. He said you can remain in this aspect of Abuja, but not inside the city. We take cow one go see grass chop for inside city. Don't be bush cows suppose there. Let's be honest. Don't be bush. Not bush. And bush cows suppose there. So please, let's stop being hypocrite. For once, at least. If you see something, also okay, that's how it is. And recently, he came to Abuja and he put the plate number saying 001 FCT as Abuja plate number on his car. Wike, he said he's ready to work, he's ready to scatter bulldozer. Well, let's see. And he also made a comment recently. He said the director that is in charge of sanitation, that director will work. If he's sick, that director should start taking medication while working. That director will work and is going to disturb the life out of him. And Pastor Kumuyi made a remark recently. He said, I quote, just a phrase of it. He said, God will use Tinubu, Wike and his minister to alleviate, to uplift Nigeria. He said God will use Tinubu, his minister, to lift Nigeria.
Those ministers that have been chosen in the cabinet, they are not new people that have never done anything. If you look at them one by one, you'll see the good things they've done. If we support them, if we are not, criticizing every step and they don't know where to stand, if we accept them and we believe that God will work through them, He'll use them as instruments to build our nation. Let's forget the past. This is a new day. And I believe, and we all believe, we're going to see new things for our country through our president and through the members of the cabinet. Good things.
Firstly, let me be honest with you guys. When leaders said forget the past, it's another way of brainwashing us. If they say forget the past, I've always said, see, would never support anybody that say forget the past. I can support you say forgive the past. But forgive and forget is a very, very wrong word that we never accept, even though it comes from anybody that is so holy. Forgive and forget? Nah. I can forgive, but I can never forget, so that I will not run into that same issue. Well, support them, good and fine. Let's not criticize them, good and fine. Let's keep watching them, good and fine. Let's support them, well. But forget? No. If your friend give you poison and you survive, that person apologize to you tomorrow and say, please forgive me, I was wrong. Then you forgive him. Will you forget? Will you forget the process that guy used, that your friend used in giving you poison the first time? Will you want to come back to the same process? Or come back to his house to drink again, or to our house to drink again? Nah, you are a dummy if you forget. Never forget. Forgive, move past it, but never forget. Ain't no way I'm going to roll with someone who hurts me. I can't forgive you from afar, but never forget. If I borrow you money once, you no give me back. Borrow you second, you no give me back. I will never forget. I won't borrow you again. Even if anything they happen, even though you want buy, I won't give you that money. So please, whenever our leaders say forgive and forget, then you should question some kind of process about that. Never forget. Forgive, move on, but never forget. Never forget. So guys, I'm going to leave that here, and let's talk about Apostle Chinyere, who apparently impregnated a church member. Although some of you might have reaction to it, but honestly, my reaction, but my reaction to it might be different from yours. Let me be honest with you, because I have watched it, and I want us to listen to this girl who was interviewed, who made this allegation. And meanwhile, the pastor said he is being blackmailed. He said he's being blackmailed. So listen to the guy, guys.
I was already sweating. There was AC in the room, but I was sweating and I was scared at the same time. So I was like, I don't understand. But Daddy, you know, there is somebody I want to get married to, and you're aware. So why are you actually asking me to do something like this? Why will you ask me to do something like this? What will I tell him? He said you don't have to tell him. He doesn't have to know. You just keep it between us. I was like, Even if you're asking me to go into a relationship with you, what kind of relationship exactly? He said I should come on, I should stop talking like I'm a child. Why am I talking like I don't know what I said, no, I don't want to assume. You have to say what you want. So what kind of a relationship are you talking about? He said, okay, since I want him to say it, that he is actually looking for a sexual relationship. I said that you're a pastor. Yes.
By name?
I said that Apostle Chibuzor.
Okay, allegedly.
Yes.
Okay.
He said that after all, he's a man. He has flesh and blood running in his vein. In my head.
He was saying this to you?
Yes. In my head, I was trying to comprehend like where this whole idea or whatever it was coming from. So I told him, I said, what if I say no? What if I say no? I want to say no. I don't want to do it. He said, just know that you cannot say no. You know me already. I do not take no for an answer. In fact, he got angry at that moment and said, why do you even think you can say no? You can't say no. I cannot take no for an answer. Who do you even think you are to want to say no to me? People, you do know how many ladies that are at my beck and calls, but it's just because I can't go to outside to start doing nonsense. I cannot do this because of who I am. This one, a general overseer. I'm bringing myself down to ask you for something like this, and you're saying no. Who do you think you are? You cannot say no. I was like, wow. But I still want to know, what if I say no? What to come with it? He said, in that case, be ready to leave my house. And if you're leaving my house, don't think that I will let you go just like that. Because I know people will start asking you, because people know I like you very well and that you are my daughter. So if you leave my house without you committing any crime, people will start asking questions. And I know you will talk. So if you leave my house, don't think I'll just let you go like that. To me, that was a threat. It was a threat to me.
Allegedly, if it's what he said is a threat, yes.
Yes. So I don't know if I should say I thought about this whole thing. I could not think about it. I just told him that, please, that I wanted to sleep. This thing was on a Saturday evening. I told him, please, I needed to sleep. I've heard you, and I will think about it.
I remember the month.
Sorry?
I remember the month and the year.
This was in 2019, between March and April.
Okay.
Yes. I left his room that day. He was calling me back, and I left his room. I went to my room where we do sleep with other children. I couldn't think. I don't know, like, I did not know what to do at that point, and I was confused.
No.
I tried my best to avoid him throughout that day. So the next day, we all went to church. I was in church, and he was on the altar preaching. I wasn't seeing him. Everything I was saying was the things he was saying into my head. They keep sounding, they keep coming back, but I was just on my own. I was just there. Nobody knew what I was going through. We came back to the house that Sunday. I tried my possible best to avoid him. And then on Monday, he sent for me.
Oh, no.
On Monday, he sent for me. That the children came, Daddy, Auntie Lovett, Daddy's calling you. What will I tell the children? If I tell them to go and tell him that I'm not coming, what will I be explaining to them? So I just stood up and I went to meet him. He was like, are you still thinking? I'm sure you've made up your mind about this whole thing, that he doesn't know what I'm thinking about. After all, it's not like I'm a virgin. After all, that if I just agree, whatever I wanted, he would give me. Is it house? What is it that he cannot give me? Money. I'm planning for my wedding. He was going to give me the best wedding in Port Harcourt. Was going to do this. He started saying so many things. I was just looking at him. When he finished talking, I asked him, I said, I am aware that if I agree to this, it is going to be a hidden relationship, right? He said, yes. I said, fine. In this situation, what if I get pregnant? He said, is he a child? That he won't let me get pregnant. I said, it's not about being a child. Pregnancy can happen. So if you're saying you won't let me, it's the same thing that you have to use protection. Whatever will happen, if at all anything will happen. He said, but how do I expect him to go and get protection? What will he tell people he wants to use it for? Imagine if him going outside. I said, if that is the case, I will buy it for you. I asked him for money. He gave me 10,000 naira cash that day. And then I went out. I went to everyday supermarkets and I bought him a pack of Durex. Yes.
Durex, that's
came back to the house. Yes, came back to the house, gave it to him. He was just looking at me and I left. So the next day, he was actually still asking. I have thought about the whole thing because honestly, it's not like I haven't been in a relationship, but someone like him, who he is, the threats, the fear, I was not aware if he had a dirty lifestyle I did not know before now. So I did not know what to be scared of. I didn't know, like, my head was full. So when people are asking, did he rape you? So it wasn't a rape. So when I thought about this whole thing, I said, okay. I told him, fine, if this is what you want, no problem. But on one condition, I don't ever want to get pregnant. He said he has heard me. I should stop preaching. Do I even see him like someone who will not be able to take care of his child if anybody get pregnant for him? I said, okay, thank God you're the one saying this. So the relationship started. It wasn't once, it wasn't twice. He kept demanding for sex.
So he had his way.
Yes, he had his way. And at each single time, he refuses to use the protection.
Are you serious?
And I made sure I always reminded him I said, I asked you to use protection and you're always refusing. He said, I am in his house and I cannot call the shots. I can't tell him what to do in his house. So he called the shots and he decides what happened. And I kept telling him, don't get me pregnant and expect me to go for abortion because I will not.
Yeah.
I told him this. He said I should stop preaching. I said, no problem. He kept having his way. Now, this whole thing started in March.
When you say he kept having his way, what do you mean by that?
When I mean that, he kept demanding for sex.
Was it? Yes. Did it happen? Did he sleep with you? Did they have sex with you?
And it happened. Yes, he kept sleeping with me without protection.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Read more of that, guys. And I want to ask this question: why is it that it's the poor that always fall victims to these kind of things? Because poor people, their mind is set of food, survivor. Not only poor, there are people who don't have food, who don't have nothing, but their mind is not poor. Their mind is rich. God bless them with riches in their mind. They can never fall victim to do such thing. Firstly, I just want to pray none of our kids fall victim to this. And women. The church will definitely deny it, and the church actually denied it. And this girl was not a learner. She has most of the blame herself. This man is a human being. He can ask, demand. He's tempted. And you also, you have your own right to say no. The man did nothing wrong. The only thing he did wrong was that he's a pastor. The only thing he did wrong is against God and against the church member. But generally speaking, the law, he did nothing wrong. You cannot even hold him accountable for nothing. He did nothing wrong. Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong. You guys, they see these pastors as one holy people. They are not holy. They are human beings. They are not holy. You allow your kids to move around there, go to church, clean house for pastor. You know, come on, man. You people better be wise now. All the youngies, be wiser than this now. Be wiser than your parents. Someone will write here now, writing like a dumb person. You'll see somebody will leave a comment like a dumb person, you know, gets it. Like, be wiser now. Be wiser than your parents. That's the reason why parents pray that their kids are way more better than them. Don't let your parents fall victim and you fall victims as well. These men of God are not genuine. Majority of them, 90% of them are not genuine. Don't tempt them. A pastor shouldn't be keeping kids in his house. It's wrong. Any pastor that does that, he no go better for him. I'm telling you the truth. He no go better for him. A pastor shouldn't be keeping anybody in his house to sweep. They are made to do that. It's wrong. Any pastor that does that, he no better for him. Be you your own pastor. No doubt that general overseer IBO. He no go better for him. It's wrong. Be wise. The man did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. So what exactly is this girl accusing this man of? That's what I want. What exactly is she accusing him of? Huh? What exactly? Thank you guys for watching. Peace.